Sydney Sweeney is a very black person. I didn't think she was.
Sydney Sweeney.
I just looked wrong. Alright.
I'm so lost in that realm. Like when I hear like Sydney Sweeney and like Sabrina Carpenter and
Holy shit! In my head, I had an image of Sabrina Carpenter. When
yeah,
I was
like
thinking about Sydney
it's
Sweeney.
the same person. Or like in
Industry
my head, it's just industry plants.
Must be family then.
That's a very controversial statement to say that. It's
Is it?
No, it's
Very clearly.
I
Isn't
think
it?
very clearly. Yeah. I was just being ironic.
Which of them had the good genes again?
I think that was Sydney Sweeney, and she was the one where she was in a podcast, and they told her like, "Could you clarify what you said?" And then she was like, "Yeah, basically, I'm like a Christian Nazi."
Did she?
No, she didn't say it like that, but she.
Oh, I'm talking about my blue eyes. And,
Yeah, she very much was like, like she was like, saying how she doesn't need to apologize, it doesn't need to clarify.
Can I actually say an extremely controversial thing? I don't think she was too wrong for that. Like if it like those are according to like very Western beauty standards, which is where she does most of her work. Very.
Like for which one? For the jeans thing, or like
Well, it's a weird, out of touch thing to say.
It's I think it's like not problematic to say that she didn't want to elaborate on it, because I think that's fine. Like like you don't have to explain yourself all the time, and like that is a bad trait of the internet, that you always have to explain yourself because people get mad.
Mm-hmm.
But when the reaction is that the alt-right kind of like starts hugging you,
Oh, that was fucked up.
then
They
I think you
did something
should.
wrong.
I think you should immediately be thinking to yourself like, okay, how do I get out of this? Because these are not the people I want to associate myself with.
Yeah.
And
okay.
she didn't really do anything. So
I think she kind of played in on it, if anything.
Yeah, exactly. So that's why it's like
Right. I hope they're family, because I think we're gonna shit on this guy.
Epic CEO Tim Sweeney pisses everyone off with out-of-touch response to putting 1,000 game makers out of work. So, the CEO of Epic Games fired 1,000 people because he claimed that the company is not making enough money to sustain these amount of workers. They were actively losing money on their platform. And this resulted in the layoff of 1,000 staff.
I heard they spend too much shit on deals with like artists and shit.
Yeah.
Among other things, of course. They stopped, by the way. I heard the news article. They stopped with that. They had like two side games, like this racing thing and like the guitar thing, or like a rhythm game that they also had.
Yeah.
In Fortnite, I think, but they stopped with that. I don't know if it's in Fortnite. I'm really not.
I'm not too Fortnite savvy nowadays either.
No.
But they do. I mean, they have the Rocket League thing right there. Maybe they have the Lego.
Playing Fortnite
But,
guitar. Yeah, that thing, like the Fortnite guitar thing. This shit.
Yeah. Guitar Hero, like the
Fortnite.
That's pretty sick.
I love Fortnite.
But yeah, you can see the response Tim Sweeney made to the news dropping, and it is in the coming days, employers will see a stream of resumes of once in a lifetime quality folks. An important thing to understand is that Epic never lowered our hiring standards as we grew. And the layoff wasn't the performance-based right-sizing, as companies call it nowadays.
So you're saying, we're not straight up firing 1,000 people because we think they're incompetent. He says we're firing them just
because we need money.
we don't want to, because we need the profits, and we. Oh, that's a really fun way to frame it, Mr. Tim
Right-sizing.
Sweeney.
Right-sizing is a really nice word.
It's really cool that he says, soon there's gonna be this crazy good amount of new game makers on the market. Epic game makers, if you will. That is so fun that he says it like that. He's just saying we're firing a bunch of people, and he knows right?
Is there a nice way to present it though? Like what's
No, don't do. If I were him, I wouldn't do that at all. I wouldn't put out a statement on Twitter. Hey, we're gonna fire a bunch of people.
Or like if you're gonna put it out, don't sugarcoat it. I guess because
you're gonna fire a bunch of people. It sucks really bad.
Yeah, it sucks really bad. But like it is what it is. The company will fail.
We're a company still, even though we're humans. We're not that much humans. This is not a human decision that I'm making. This is a CEO decision that I'm making right here.
I love that his Twitter handle is at
Tim Sweeney Epic.
That's really good. but you know, I think that I might have a controversial opinion about this.
Yeah.
Because I think this is a symptom of the gaming industry being so expensive as it is, that I'm not surprised that these studios that started out small grew into huge studios over a short period of time, and then suddenly they fire a bunch of people. I think it's like very natural that like over the course of its existence, like an IP just gets a bit too much manpower. And you know, it's bad to think about people in those terms, but it is, it makes sense that sometimes you just employ a lot more people than you need to.
Yeah, agreed.
And I think that gamers don't always understand that as gamers.
As gamers, as epic gamers.
As epic gamers. Yeah.
I saw a meme about that.
Yeah, you did?
Yeah, I saw a meme. It was a tweet actually, I think. It wasn't really a meme. It said, I want shorter games with worse graphics made by people who get more money for less work, and I am not joking. And I thought about it for a little bit, but I do agree.
Yeah, that's not a bad take.
No,
like,
it makes it feel way more real and artsy.
Yeah, that's a pretty good take.
But it sounded really dumb when I read it. I said, "Damn, fuck you." I said, "Oh no, that makes sense actually. I'm sorry."
Yeah, like I think a great example of having an appropriate amount of workers is Valve, because like I think the Team Fortress development team has like 5 people or something like that, and the development team for CS2 or like Counter-Strike has like 20. Like there's not a lot of people working on it.
Yeah, but they don't need to like change all too much as well, of course. Just keep it updated.
They don't need to, but that's the thing with Fortnite as well. Like with live service games, that there's no need for that much change. I know that Fortnite's whole thing is that like every season there's like completely new map and like new skins, new events, new everything.
But you don't need 1,000 workers for that.
I mean, it's not even that you don't need 1,000 workers for that. It's like clear that sometimes you don't need that to make your game interesting. Like CS is one of the most popular shooters. Still on Twitch, I think it's the most watched shooter, and it hasn't changed since like it's released too much.
That makes sense.
Besides like graphics updates and like a few map changes.
And putting the letter, holy fuck. Number 2.
Yeah, putting the number 2 behind it. So, I mean, this is just generally something that here the Act man, Mr. Act.
The Act man is really pissed.
He got mad about it.
Should I do his voice? These once in a lifetime employees were so incredible.
I like you know this. I feel like this is just like a really nice comment for engagement farming, but it doesn't really say much because it's like.
I'm angry, man.
Like what is he supposed? What is the company supposed to do at that point? Like they fired 1,000 people.
That sucks really bad.
That sucks bad.
Really ass.
And you know, if the company is forced to do something like that because they would go under otherwise, that sucks as well.
I think he doesn't like the framing, maybe.
I think he doesn't like the framing, but this is also poorly framed.
Yeah. Well, so Epic Games has no respect for its talented workforce. That's what you're saying? Enlightening stuff, Tim. That shit.
There's like language I fucking hate. The like enlightening stuff,
Well done.
like when people say like, "Hope this helps."
Oh my god!
Holy
shit!
I get so irritated because I wanna like reach through my screen and like choke the person that says that shit. Like,
I've had people like that being like kind of on my side in arguments before, and
it's so
I
bad.
really consider like maybe I should just step out of this argument at all because I don't want to associate myself with this. Fortnite X Capcom says this may be the worst response of all time. No sympathy or apology, nothing acknowledging the future of the game. Assumes it's easy to find jobs because laid off workers have Epic Games on their resume. But he's not like making a whole article either. He's just tweeting a tweet.
He just said a tweet. Like I think
it's not a news outlet, you know, Tim Sweeney.
Yeah, and I think like this is a classic example of like damned if you do, damned if you don't. If he doesn't say anything, then people would be mad. He said something but didn't apologize, so people are mad. And then if he would apologize, then people would still be mad because they would be like, oh, he apologized, but it's like facetious brand image protection.
Honestly, I do think that apologizing could maybe do something. Just saying, hey, sorry, we didn't understand that like even lying could work. You just say,
yeah.
We didn't know that it was going to be like this. The game is dying a little bit. We shouldn't have hired this many people. Could have seen it coming. Something like that he could say, but I don't even think it's that bad of a tweet, honestly.
No, I don't think it's that bad. But they were your best developers, and you still fired them in this economy.
Okay, that was kind of the point that I was also thinking about. This is the same. Yeah, that's the quote.
It's the same too.
I like that's the thing that I don't like about the tweet is that he's acting like all these people that he's laying off are gonna find a job, but they're not gonna do that. Not in the fucking gaming industry as it is right now.
Best bet honestly is to start a new gaming company.
Start
honestly, a new studio.
It's not even not a bad idea if they just band together, you know.
Like just get like don't even need to be all 1,000 of them. Like take 20 people who work good together. Just make your own development team.
Epicer Games. More Epic.
And you know, that would be nice to have like some spiced up competition throughout developers. That would contribute to the blooming indie scene. More options, better off the custom. Yeah, but I guess essentially it's a shitty situation where there's not a right way to go about it. I mean, what would you have said?
If I was Tim Sweeney?
If you were the Epic Icon Ravendler Epic.
If I was Icon Ravendler Epic, if that was my Twitter handle, then I wouldn't, like originally I was going to say something about my daughter, but I think I'm going to...
Congratulations.
But no, if it's me, I would say, hey gamers, what's up, it's your boy Iconic. I'm so sorry to bring you guys this news, but I'm gonna fire 1,000 people. Sucks really bad for them, for their families that they have to feed, but honestly, gotta feed my own family as well, and I shouldn't have hired this many people. I'm so sorry, guys. Feels a bit more real.
It does. It does appeal to the human side because
I won't say, hey guys, it's your boy Iconic. I would make it a bit more apologetic, but I would. This is the content that I would.
I would never say shit like right sizing,
right sized as company call it nowadays. As companies call it nowadays. I've never heard that word, by the way. I immediately understand what it means, but
it's a euphemism for a euphemism. Because you know like there's firing people, so we create the euphemism downsizing.
Yeah.
And we're not laying people off. We're not kicking a bunch of people away from their money. we are downsizing, and now we make a euphemism for downsizing because downsizing
sounds bad.
A negative connotation, so we right size things.
Well, he says he wasn't trying to right size it.
But
it's like the same thing as we're doing like kind of the opposite of upsizing our company right now because he doesn't want to say that he's downsizing it.
But he is saying like right sizing as companies call it now. Not us, but like
we're better than that.
Yeah, but some companies would say this is right sizing.
Some companies do say that.
Yeah.
Like I don't want to name any names, but
not us though.
No. I'd like to see what Gabe Newell would say about this if he would have to fire 1,000 people.
All right.
Yeah, well, goodbye, Tim Sweeney.
Goodbye, Tim Sweeney. Speaking of Gabe Newell. Apparently, Xbox has a new CEO, Asha Sharma, who is a woman.
A woman?
And she is not white.
She's a non-white woman?
Yes.
As a CEO?
Yeah, and gamers.
It does not align with my view on what gamers are. Fuck! That's right.
That's okay. That's okay.
I think it might be.
But Phil Spencer. I mean, Phil was funny because on E3 he would always say like gamers a lot, and
gamers.
And he would talk about 4K and. Oh.
A bit of snot in your eye.
Did I get the eye snot?
Yeah.
Thank you.
No problem.
But yeah, Phil Spencer stepped down. In his stead, Asha Sharma became the CEO, and gamers do not like that. Gamers kind of got upset because they wanted to make sure that the new CEO of Xbox has the credential, the gamer stripes.
Yeah.
You know, like she's a gamist. You know.
Okay.
Because the company should be of gamers, by gamers, and for the gamers.
Yeah, it's a very exclusive scene.
Yeah, so they wanted to make sure that she does have the gamer stripes, and there were, I guess, so much retaliation from the community that Xbox had to share her Xbox account.
She shared it herself.
Yeah, she had to share.
She has a 10,860 gamer score, and only 5 friends.
I
Yeah.
I had an Xbox, but I think like 10,000.
Sounds good, right?
It's pretty good. Yeah.
It sounds really good.
She played a lot of
Microsoft. 44%.
That's not a real game.
It is.
Puzzle games are not real games.
I have not done the world today.
I have not either. Ball X-Bit. I don't know about
That's
that.
like when you combine a ball and a bit.
Is it now?
Oh, solitaire! Like my solitaire score is better than hers, so I just gotta say that.
But she got like Minecraft. She played.
What's her profile picture?
Wait, what's her profile picture?
Yeah, that's a gamer profile picture.
That is a gamer, but it is.
Borderlands 2 also she's playing right now. At this very moment she's playing Borderlands.
So she didn't do anything.
Oh.
Yeah.
She just started.
She started with Fallout 76.
It's pretty fun.
Minecraft for Windows. Minecraft for iOS. She Downscaper.
Oh, hey, hold on. Oh, Void Heart Edition. I hate the Void Heart Edition.
What's the difference between your...
I don't know, I'm just saying shit.
Oh yeah, okay, fair enough.
I think that's just...
But she also has a Red Dead...
She's not played it.
She's not played it, so I understand why gamers are mad.
Yeah, if you haven't played Red Dead, are you a gamer?
Yeah. And no achievements on
No Diablo achievements.
Didn't even play.
Control.
Vampire Survivors is pretty... I would say that's a gamer game.
Yeah, and she's like 31%. What the fuck does that mean? The G? I'm sorry that I'm like...
That's like, so on Xbox,
games
when you get achievements on Xbox, you get the gamer points. And if the better or like more rare the achievement is, the higher the gamer score you get.
I see, and... Oh, but she got almost all the achievements in What Remains of Edith Finch. Great game, by the way. Quick endorsement to that. It's a really good game. Firewatch full completion. Wait, did she get all the achievements in Firewatch?
I guess so.
That's wild to me. How dare they call her not a gamer?
So clearly she partakes.
Clearly, she's an insane gamer. and
she has a 3rd edition.
Look, like they say, like the new Xbox CEO Asha Sharma has now publicly shared a gamer tag she has, and then a gamer score, and seemingly only started playing on Xbox or this GT 1 month ago. Like super clearly, by the way, if you're gonna like be the Xbox CEO, you're gonna have an account before this.
Yeah.
And you're not gonna share your public, your personal account. I just want to say that first of all. But saying she or whomever runs the account has played 29 games in the span of that month, that is a pretty decent score.
So, but I think this guy is insinuating that
it's not her.
That it's not her. Wait, they censor. Okay, so we have a quote from someone who's in support of her, it's saying, "Can we please keep criticism to whether or not she does a good job for gamers? Going over her gaming history with the magnifying glass is in behavior."
That's so crazy.
For the record, PS execs play less games than her.
What are they censoring here? Insane? In game?
In game.
Is in.
It's 3 letters, so it's you know which one.
You whisper it to me?
They're censoring the word incel. That's why I was surprised, because I straight up thought it was the N-word for a second. But
That's not it in the no, it's actually.
it's
It is a gamer. It's a gamer word.
It's
That's
a
for
gamer
sure.
word, and it would fit. But like, I don't think they would reference that. Censoring incel is hilarious. By the
That
way.
is great.
Like that's so fun.
Like the only type of person who would censor incel is like someone who gets hurt by the word incel, right?
Yeah, but
Incels. Can we curse on that?
yeah, we can.
Incel.
But that's the thing. Incels refer to themselves as incels. So like, who would want to censor it?
I think I know who would do that. Underground 53211.
No, I don't think they did. I think Tech SK.
Maybe they don't know what it means.
Yeah. Or they do and they thought it was a slur.
Maybe some people are going to be real mad if we post that.
I think this is a good tweet to, I guess, summarize what gamers are complaining about. So they go into an apparent rabbit hole that this whole gaming account from Asha Sharma is coming along, and this person has summarized a few points which I think a lot of people resonate with, at least on the gamer side, to check if she's
A real gamer.
she's a real gamer. So first point is that the first achievement she unlocked was 16th of January. Achievements made for multiple games unlocked on the same date, implying non-organic grinding of various distinct games within the span of one day.
Maybe she's a completionist.
Or maybe she played one game, got bored of it, and then decided to play another game.
Yeah, because she just got all this cool Xbox perks.
I mean, if I wasn't a gamer and I became the CEO of a gaming company, I think I would want to do my homework a little bit.
You are publicly showing your personal email account there also.
That's fine. I'll crop it out or
I just
something.
wanted to mention it.
Thank you.
No problem.
So 100% completion in short walking sim time games like Firewatch, Gone Home, A Short Hike, Townscaper, and Ball X Pit. She played for 43 hours in 1 week. Bro, we play like 60 a week.
Yeah, well,
Like,
there's
what are they
definitely-
talking about?
There's been weeks where I do the double thing, and if she's like, was this when she was a CEO already? I don't like. This
No,
was before, right?
I think this was like before, because
But
it's
she probably knew she was gonna be right. You have a few weeks of downtime. What you gonna do?
like exactly like there's a transitional period, and it seems like from between January up until recently, just like this tweet came out. But this tweet is a month old, so in a matter of a month, I guess, she accomplished that.
How does the future CEO of Xbox have this much time to know live so many different video games at once in such a short span of time? They say. And they don't believe that it's legit. That's what we're angry about.
Which is an interesting concept of like gamers having stolen valor.
Yeah, that's a really, really good way to put it. That's so good. Sorry I didn't laugh. I was reading the word. I was reading another word which already made me tweak out a little bit silently. Where did I read it just now? So what does this mean? Well, people are suspecting the new CEO here got someone from Microsoft to stage an Xbox account for her. Which could be true. I just don't like it when people say "well,"
Yeah.
like unironically.
No, that's cringe. The manufacturer legitimacy and trying to get people to stop scrutinizing her non-existent work experience. And possibly non-passion for it. Well,
it's fair. I get it.
I get
it's just calling your gamer tag like work experience is fun to me though.
But that's what I'm saying. There's this entitlement to like manufacture legitimacy.
But I have played like 100 hours this week myself.
I'm not
CEO.
But that's the thing. Like if I feel like if they wanted to create an account to manufacture legitimacy, to create the stolen gamer valor for the CEO, then wouldn't they be like smart enough to just not create a fresh account? If you're gonna stage an account, like wouldn't it make sense to just fucking like take a random guy and be like, yo, you have like an account we can put on the Twitter so that the CEO doesn't look bad?
Can we straight up buy your account?
Sure, man, here you go. Like they could have just done that. Like why would they make this account like a month ago and then play only walking simulators on it and Minecraft?
I could even see she just made an account and like let her, like, I don't know if she's kids or something, but like let her husband or kids play.
Yeah, which is like you know, also not the best like way to go about it, but
well, not even like as a way to prove that she's a gamer, just because she just made a new account.
Yeah.
For public use. I don't know, to show that.
But it's just like, I don't think it matters that much what kind of gamer we got here.
Why do gamers' faces is just going anger them? Spot the mistake.
Lying to gamers' faces.
Just going anger them even
just
more.
Going anger them even
just
more.
Going anger them
I
even
would
more.
have hoped Satya and Asha.
Is there another was it?
I don't
Asha,
know. I don't know who Satya is. If it turned out Asha's entire Xbox account was just really staged.
The problem is the pseudo detectives analyzing Sharma's profile have uncovered some strange behavior.
I can't imagine that the CEO's job is so linked to the video games that it's necessary for them to be that much of a gamer.
No, and I think that...
In my understanding, the CEO is the one that communicates, organizes, and delegates between the shareholders and the different branches of management.
Yeah.
And because of that, they don't really have that much of a say in what goes into the video game. So because of that, I don't know. I can agree with Underground 53211 that we should be judging her on the basis of the job she does instead of the Gamer Medal of Honor.
I agree, but I wouldn't have cursed in my tweets myself. I wouldn't have said insult.
I would never say
really
such a fucked up word.
Fucked up. But just generally going off of someone's gamer tag, a gamer tag of someone, and saying you're not fit to be a CEO, that's just really funny to me.
Yeah.
Well, but a very gamer thing to do.
And I guess a lot of gamers united on this one to go against the grain. You know, you could say they gathered.
The gamers gathered.
Yeah. Speaking of gathering.
Speaking of gathering, that's Magic the Gathering. Magic the Gathering. Magic the Gathering. Get it? So, okay. But I like this story a lot. I like to tell it to people. It's 3 years old now, so it's not the big news anymore. But in my mind, it still plays every day.
There might be a lot of people who are unaware.
Yeah, I think so. It's a really good story, though. So in 2023, a YouTuber whose name I forgot, which is a bit of a shame, he made like
I guess, unboxing videos or like review things about the new like Magic cards, right, from the card game.
Yeah.
And there was this one time where he had a big pack of, wait, I'm gonna actually, I have this noted down somewhere, which edition it was, which probably resonates with some people. It was, hold on.
Yeah, hold on,
It
brother.
was,
Hold on.
right. So March of the Machine set.
Yeah.
But instead, he received March of the Machine, the Aftermath, which was not going to be out for another 3 weeks.
Oh.
But he did make a video about it.
Okay.
And the video was already really quickly downloaded, and everybody like checked it out, and they already like, you know, reacted to it and shit. And then Magic, they saw it, and they were not happy about this because this was not supposed to happen, and this has happened before, and apparently, allegedly, they did do this same thing with other YouTubers as well.
Mm.
But what they did is they sent the Pinkertons, which you might recognize from, you know, or American History or Red Dead Redemption 2 if you've played it.
Yeah.
It was a family that was basically, I forget the English name for this a lot, Knokploeg. It's like a group of people that like basically
Henchmen?
go into, yeah, like henchmen. Like they go there to intimidate people, you know?
Okay.
So they made this, they had to like modernize a little bit, and they made it the Pinkerton Detective Agency somewhere in the late 19th century, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And it stayed until like early 20th century. And then, but the Pinkertons family and their agency, I think, still just exists. They sent the Pinkertons to this YouTuber's house to threaten him and his wife to give the cards back. And this wife was like crying and shit, and this guy was like super upset that they made his wife cry. But they were like apparently pretty apologetic about it. Not them, I don't think the Pinkertons, but you know, Magic the Gathering. They were not all too happy with the performance of the Pinkertons, I don't think. But they just sent these guys over to a YouTuber's house to basically intimidate him into giving the cards back.
Oh,
Because they thought that he stole them, maybe, because only one of these things was accounted for. And
this could be like considered industry espionage. And
and they were like afraid, like, you know, if we like get them back, maybe we can find out where this like leak is, or whether like let's plug the place where like, how could this have gone wrong?
Yeah, how could this have gone wrong?
I just really like the idea of these guys. Right? The first time I heard about it, I was like, that can't be the same people. No, it's just the same people. It's these guys.
Because like you are a really big fan of Red Dead Redemption.
I'm a Red Dead fan, man.
Yeah,
and they're like not necessarily the bad guys. I feel like the good and bad in Red Dead is super well balanced. There's even like this whole system for it. But they are your main antagonists when you're playing Red Dead, the storyline.
The Pinkertons.
Yeah, the Pinkertons. Well, one of the bad guys.
And I can imagine that, like, when you saw like the you're thirsty, boy. This is so fucking. This is the most unprofessional episode that we had so far. Like, shitty audio in the beginning, and then
this is. What do you mean? It's also in my living room. What do you think makes a good horror game?
There's just as a question.
Yeah.
I think. Well, I think I'm not really like a scaredy person, I guess.
Someone who gets scared, or someone who does not like to get scared?
Like, do you think that the person, or you're asking like who could make the better game?
No, I'm just asking, what do you mean with you're not a scaredy person?
Oh, that like I don't usually get scared by games. Of course, it's more stressful when I'm playing them, but I think it's more like it's hard to get a scary moment in a game because building suspense is more difficult than like a movie. in my opinion. I played like Resident Evil and like
Which
the 7
that was
with the family.
You didn't think that was at least a bit scary?
It was suspenseful.
Was this at the start? I got a little scared. Like at the end, like of course it's always with Resident Evil games. It's always like at the start, it's like a bit more scary, a bit more horror.
Yeah. Like it was more like suspenseful when I'm walking and there's the guy, you know, the dad,
Yeah,
who
yeah.
like fucking starts going after you, like cussing
That's
you out.
fucking scary, bro.
That's and you know, you shoot him in the head like fucking 15 times and he keeps getting back up like that. I'm like, oh, okay, God.
I remember what I wanted to talk about. Holy fuck. Holy
Yeah.
shit. I'm so sorry. That was what I was gonna talk about
Yeah.
plot hooks in. Okay, but I have to give a quick spoiler warning about Resident Evil,
Yeah, okay.
especially Resident Evil 7 and 8.
Spoiler, if you don't
Yeah.
want to be spoiled, click
Then
off.
or at least skip until
Yeah, please.
until insert the time
Yeah,
or something like here. So something, and now I also remember the other thing, which is a bit more humoristic. I could go on a rant about these both. And if not, I just like to talk about it with you. Just
We can keep it like concise
yeah, right.
for the screen,
That's good. So
so I have less editing to do.
that's really good. So okay, something I find incredibly fun as a storytelling mechanic, or maybe they just realized their mistake and went back on it, is that in Resident Evil 7, your hand gets chopped off very much early in the game. And very quickly you get over this. You first think, okay, that's not very realistic. You know, you can put it, because he can put it back, right?
Yeah.
He puts it back, he puts some sauce on his arm and it works again. He puts some water on that shit.
And then like puts a bandage.
Yeah, and it's fine. And his arm is on and he can use it.
Yeah.
It's, you know, but it's like, oh, game logic, you know. Game logic. And you go by your day.
It's like when you fall down like a hill in Far Cry 3 and the guy just like grabs his own hand and like
yes, right.
snaps it back into place.
Not
and
very
then,
realistic, but it would be weird if I go the whole game without an arm, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And which would be cool, by the way, as a whole like gameplay thing. Your arm is gone, it's gone for the rest. It's very fun. Anyways, this keeps going in that game and in Resident Evil 8 as well. You just die almost all the time.
Yeah.
But then in Resident Evil 8, they say at some point there's like a whole plot like, Ethan, you're already dead. And like the main guy, Ethan, is dead, and the only reason why he can put his arm back on his body is because some sort of magic mold took over his body and mind and stuff, making his body super resistant and like it can grow back again. And they were like, Ethan, did you not fucking realize this? Like you put your arm back in your head, you know? Like, what the fuck do you mean you didn't realize, right? You fucking get like hit by gunshots or by like some enemy that
and you just pour the medicine over your arm.
Pour some sauce on your head, then it's okay. You know, you get hit in the head with like a metal pipe. You're just all right, Ethan. Are you dumb? You know, and I did think, oh yeah. You know, I do feel a bit stupid.
But then so he's dead.
Yeah.
But he's like a kind of a zombified person then. Like he's like a little zombie guy. With
He's
mushrooms.
a bit of a zombie guy. Like he's like he has a fungal.
But then that leads into a different rabbit hole, because then how like this could have a connection to The Last of Us.
It could have a connection. It is explained why he has this and how the magic stuff grows.
But is the only reason why they had this is to explain that?
No, it has been a plot line even in Resident Evil 7 that there's like I throughout the whole game I was like streaming it for some friends. I was calling like you're trying to find your daughter in Resident Evil 8.
Yeah.
I've been calling her my fungus baby like the whole time, or like my mold child, because I knew that my wife was made of mold a little bit. Like it also,
yeah,
like you kind of know that in the previous game as well. You know your wife is mold at some point, and then I thought, did I make like a little mold child with my wife? But I thought my child was only half mold, half human. You know, I was thinking, how can I have sex with a mold? I'd
Unless
create a
you
little
are,
and then
yeah,
that got explained to me. I'm like, oh, holy shit, I'm also a mole.
yeah, you're also, but part human, part mold. So
I also don't really know how that works. It's probably explains. No, actually, knowing Resident Evil, it's not explained.
I mean, it is like it is a game from Japan, so it's a lot of shit just gets skipped over, and like you make it up as you go.
Yeah, I like that though. It makes
Yeah,
me feel really happy whenever I play Resident Evil.
this what I find funny about like Eastern media a lot is the like I think in the West there's like like in the West there's so many movies which are this gritty, sad kind of nothing really happens, but you go you get some kind of story and like a short window into something.
Yeah,
And in Eastern media it's more like things are happening at like such a scale, and it's jumping from one point to the other without much explanation, and you are kind of forced to make it up as you go. I
yeah,
think I think even like more, I guess, popular IPs in the West, like Studio Ghibli movies, have a tendency for that, where it's like the like in Spirited Away, the kids' parents turn into pigs, just fucking big swine. And it's explained later in the movie, but
hmm
but you in your initial viewing you're just clueless. And like I remember I watched it first when I was like 5 years old or something. I get so scared when that happened. I thought to myself, if I'm gonna eat that food, then I would turn into a
Which
pig.
is like, I think the message that they're trying to like give as well is just like, yo, don't be gluttonous.
Yeah, it is, and it
Like, I shouldn't
works
be
really
swining it down.
well.
Yes, exactly. It's super cool. Like, Spirited Away is such a fucking good movie.
Yeah, and it does its job really well to illustrate that point, even to a younger audience. Because even as a kid, I was like, "Fuck no, I'm never doing that."
Though, like, even though I love Resident Evil, it's not a great way of telling a story that they do it. Like in Resident Evil 8, you notice that they are like just kind of making up the story as it goes from time to time. No offense to the writers,
Yeah.
probably great, very smart people. It's just, or maybe they didn't have time because they were making it, and then they made Lady Dimitrescu, and then
Oh yeah.
they made that part huge. Which obviously they made that part huge. I would have done the same.
Of
Was a
course.
great part too.
Yeah. I get it. Those who know.
But those who know. I liked her daughters, or like whatever the fuck those were, like her nieces, like the, I don't know who the fuck those was. I like them more. They were way
Yeah.
cooler. Anyways, after that, the game goes so fast. Like, oh, and then also this happens, and then also this happens, and also this happens. I don't want to like spoil like way more spoilers again, but it's
Yeah.
just like, oh, and then this explodes, and then that explodes. Just very like Halo, very much like Halo, but
yeah.
Japanese.
Yeah. The Halo has a tendency for that, like drama. At least older Halo games, that like you just every mission is just like,
A bigger alien spaceship.
and then well, first you go to the planet and then you kill some aliens and then you get on the alien spaceship
Yeah.
and then you get into the car and then you get into a big spaceship that you can drive, and then you can steal the alien spaceship.
That's
And
so
then-
cool though. It's
and
so
it's
much
really
fun.
cool. It's really fun.
It's shitty writing,
And I
in
think
a way,
it's
but
a
it's
sh-
really nice.
it's not necessarily. I don't even think it's shitty writing. I think it's just like the kind of pacing that we're not really used to nowadays. Because nowadays it's fucking. I had this problem with Diablo 4, that some people like it. Diablo 4, so like in previous Diablo titles, it was like you have 4 acts or like more, I don't know, depends on if you have DLC or whatever. And then you complete the first act and then the story moves forward and then you do the next act and then so on, so on. Now in Diablo 4 you don't have to follow the story that much. You can do act 2 before you finish act 1.
Okay.
Which I guess convenient for some people who just want to grind it out. But for me personally, why I really liked Diablo 3 was because I thought the story was really good. I really liked the writing. I thought the characters were interesting and engaging, especially the villains. It had really good, well written villains. That were, like, you really hated them. You really, like, they were slowly built up, and you really could get a sense for, like, their personality, their evil, and they were not just like
one-dimensional. They were
one-dimensional goons. They were more like had a little bit of spice to them. And and then Diablo 4, I'm completely missing that because of this unstructuredness, which makes it easier to grind, which, if someone wants to do that, that's fine. But for me, that's not why I want to play a game like Diablo.
I wanted to say Diablo I think, also personally gets scary because of its story.
Yeah,
quite a bit.
For me, definitely. And I think that there's plenty of people who are like that, and that's kind of the problem I had as well, I guess, with Baldur's Gate, which I wasn't the biggest fan of, is that I'm not saying I need like a complete direction, or like the game needs to hold my hand throughout the entirety, but I do like it when I see a story unfolding instead of me making it up. I'm not saying that that's necessarily like lazy or you're not doing your work properly.
It's a very different way of telling a story.
It's a very different way of telling a story, and I think it puts a lot more work on the player instead of the game.
Yeah, I think I know what you mean.
And more on your fantasy, or like more on your
you're required to role play a lot more for yourself.
Yes, to make the story enjoyable, which is, if whoever likes that, that's fine. But I think that's, for me personally, it's a lot more enjoyable when that happens in a tabletop setting, when we're actually playing D&D.
Oh yeah.
Than when I get on a single player video game and I just trying to have like a nice time. I
do like that as well a lot more. Though with Baldur's Gate, something I do think how I would say it is that it's not a problem in my mind, but the reason why it feels so, like you have to do so much work yourself is because your actions do have consequences in the game, but they're not super direct. At the start you have like this altercation between two groups of, two clans, I guess.
Yeah.
And that is gonna decide what's gonna happen next, but it's very dialogue-y. It's not, you don't see the direct consequences of your actions as much as you do in Diablo 4, I'm assuming, or 3. Sorry.
Yeah. There's much more. In Diablo 3, there's much more of like a story that you can't really impact in that way. Like the story is told, and you will kind of have to do you kind of have to just go like that. And I think that games underestimate how impactful of storytelling that can be. Like, that reminded like what you said about Resident Evil reminded me of BioShock, which, like, so in BioShock, it's a very linear story game. There are choices you can make which actually do impact the ending of the game, but it's not like a dialogue option, or like you go to a different mission or anything like that. It's just that you straight up do. You always have, throughout the course of the game, sometimes you have a yes or no question kind of actions you can do in the game. And depending on which ones you choose, you will receive a different ending.
Right.
And even in the middle of the game, regardless of how you choose, the missions will play out the same way.
Right.
And in the middle of the game, there's a twist, and the twist kind of like exploits the linear design of these games to kind of play with your mind. And I think that's like kind of an underestimated aspect of design, that like just because a game is directional and it goes one way, it doesn't mean that you can't have an interesting story or kind of freedom to approach it. Because because I think it's a very bad trend that games nowadays always have to be open world.
Oh
and
yeah.
You always have to have a quest, and you always have to be able to go everywhere within the world. Like, invisible walls are kind of dead at this point, which, if people like open world games, there's no like problem about that. It's just uh I I think it's bad that a lot of like the kind of directional single player is kind of dying because of that. Because of this trend, because of indie developers making Metroidvania kind of games, or the rise of roguelites, which are just like always there might be a story, but it's not that much the focus. It's the repetitive gameplay that's kind of the focus of the game. And these games are good. It's just like God of War as well, which used to be, I think, one of the best of these directional games, where it was like you go one way throughout the entire world, and there is like a little bit of exploration, I guess, and like you visit the same area sometimes multiple times, but you still have to go like one way. There still is a one way to progress. And they made God of War into an open world game, which
those bastards.
You can still treat it as a directional game. So like it's not that bad, but it's still like to be it's a forced kind of behavior to now, like what used to be that you get points and then you spend points to upgrade yourself. Now you get materials and you have to get like this kind of steel, and you get you gotta get the dwarven steel, and you have to get
Steel.
yeah and you have to get different materials to upgrade your items, which like this kind of like I guess my point, what I'm trying to say is that just because you make something more complicated, it doesn't make it more interesting or fun to do.
Yes, holy fuck, I agree with that. It pisses me so much off. I just feel dumb every time I play a game that's like not holding my hand at least a little bit. Like I even had the same problem with whatever this fucking game was again. Elden Ring.
Yeah.
Forgot the fucking
Yeah.
Yeah. I can't really say. Like, I had a friend who held my hand while playing it, and I think that actually kind of made it worse, because I had a hand that said, "Oh, now we have to do this, now we have to do that," but at the same time, I had no freedom, right?
Yeah.
But the mechanics and shit were actually, that doesn't make fucking sense. What am I saying? It wasn't Elden Ring at all. It's a bad example of this.
Elden Ring is not necessarily a bad example because it is an open world game.
Yeah, it's just like if that guy, the friend who I played it with, didn't Sam, straight up,
Yeah.
didn't hold my hand, then I wouldn't have known what to do. But I think that would have made the game a bit more fun as well, in a way.
I mean, that there definitely has like a layer of exploration to it, which Elden Ring, I think, is good, in a good example of an open world game, because the same way that God of War is, because there is a clear direct objective that the game guides you towards, that you have to do. There is a little bit of like puzzles and stuff like that, and you have to pay attention to the dialogue to progress through the game, because there are straight up parts of the game you will not reach if you don't know the quest that you
First time I played it, I killed very integral NPCs and I didn't know what to do anymore.
Yeah, yeah. And you can,
I didn't know I could do that. I tried it
yeah.
and it worked.
But
And
it
sucked.
doesn't
Couldn't
soft
reload.
lock you. It's just like you will miss out on information that is necessary to progress
It
in
did
the
not
game.
soft lock me
Yeah.
in a very mechanical way. It soft locked me in a mechanical way. I had no clue what the fuck I was supposed to
Yeah,
do.
yeah. I mean, you would have to look up a guide at that
I did.
point.
I did.
Yeah, but it's so that's a good example. But and I think also a good example because Elden Ring has a bit of a complicated combat system. There's a lot of things you can do in combat, and
Yeah.
there's a lot of ways you can play, but it doesn't require you to understand its combat system
No.
fully to complete the game, which I think is a good thing that you can just kind of be like, okay, I don't want to learn all this shit. This is fine, and I'm gonna go this way to. I'm just gonna get
That's
like a
chill,
big
yeah.
stick, and that's why I'm gonna fight.
Because
with.
most of the holy shit, the reason why it's not that ass is because most of the enemies that you encounter, they don't have like that holy shit, I don't know why my fucking brain is not working, bro. Okay, what I wanted to say, the reason why it is not too tough to play Elden Ring is because you can just basically put all your points into this one thing, and it could just be
Yes.
straight up your sword or like your sword skills,
Yeah.
right? And most of the enemies, they don't have this crazy complicated mechanic that you have to learn to beat them, you know?
Yeah.
Like there is some scary enemies that use magic, and you have to kind of understand, oh, this is how blood works in the game. And that's
Yeah, but you usually like you can just refer to the same script of like, oh,
Exactly.
there's an attack incoming.
I have to dodge it.
Dodge roll at the correct time.
Exactly.
And that's not that crazy
No.
hard to do. Like you just have it's trial and error. At some point you will get it.
Yeah.
And I think that's a good example of an open world game. But I would say a bad example is like Xenoblade Chronicles, which
Oh, I remember what the
Yeah.
game is. Yeah.
yeah, so and all the anime fans are gonna be like outraged at me, but it's so bad to play like an insanely grindy JRPG, which like even for a JRPG it's grindy, which
Mhm.
like JRPGs are notorious for insanely grind heavy mechanics and always fighting the same enemy like 500 times before you can progress. Sorry to lash out on Pokemon as well. Like that.
I didn't take it like that originally.
Yeah, but it's the grindiness, and also that in the first 20 minutes it starts drowning you in tutorials. It's just like
Oh, that sucks.
like this is your sword. This is how you can upgrade your sword. You can put aspects on the sword. Each aspect has an augment of like different, and all the augments use runes. These are the different runes you can, and it's like layered like every single time. It's just like more shit piled on top. And that's what I mean of like that's
You
a
can
very
change
clear
it,
example of like it's just complicated for no fucking reason to give you the illusion that you have so much choice in customizing it, but realistically there will be one or three really good options you can go on your weapon or like
Yeah.
armor customization, and you will go that because the rest doesn't matter.
Xenoblade is. I do like the game now. But it's not a, I wouldn't say it's a good game. I like it, but it's not a.
I think people can have fun with not so good games, and that's not a bad thing. Like
My favorite game, holy fuck, is like Hobo Tough Life, or one of my favorites. But have we played it together?
of course we
We
had
finished it together.
we had
I
a
think.
whole campaign.
Yeah, that's so sick. I would love to play it again. I want to show Hobo Tough Life. Just a quick shout out. Oh.
I know, bro. It's infuriating me even more.
Yeah. Oh, there it is.
There we go.
It is not like I always get pissed when people say that it's not a good game, because in my eyes, a fun game is a good game, but it
Yeah.
does not. It's not the most.
Yeah, it's not like a crazy great game. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Like it's it's relatively not easy to get into.
No,
Yeah.
no, it's tough to get into. The graphics are not
You could say it's a tough life.
insane. It must be a Hobo Tough Life.
But I get the draw behind it, because I also had a hard time getting into the story, getting into the game. But when I have eventually gave it more of a chance, and I really did enjoy
I'm so
myself.
happy you did in the end. It's such a like it's so it really grips you in the end. When
Yeah,
you get
yeah.
the mechanics when you don't die all the time.
Yeah, and lose all your stats.
That is fucked up though that they do that. You die once, 10%, you're 10% weaker in every way now.
That's something that they took from Demon Souls. Like Demon Souls does that, which gave the Souls games the notorious, like understanding that they're just really punishing and really hard to play.
Yeah.
Is that every time you die in Demon Souls, you lose half of your HP bar.
Just like fully.
Straight up lose half
If you
of your
die again, it's a quarter.
because so yeah, and you have to, and you're gonna do that until you beat the next boss. So like basically
It's getting more shit every time. You have to at some point just dodge every attack because you're just gonna be one shot.
Yeah, I don't know if it keeps stacking every single time,
That's
but
fun.
you do lose
do
half
like
of your
that.
you do lose half of your HP bar until you beat the next boss.
That's fucked.
Which is pretty fucked up. Yeah.
that stacks really fast. If it does it that way, it's really
I mean,
fast.
that's why I'm thinking like probably it doesn't stack.
This one does 10% every time.
Yeah, but the same mechanics could be interpreted, because it's like I think they were kind of the pioneers of like putting that into every game, that if you die, then you're just fucked.
I don't really recommend playing.
This is a good base for the previous thing that we were talking about, is that's what I get. That's why the ratings are mixed, I guess, because a lot of people don't like that there is no hand holding.
That's true. And I gotta be honest, I did have to do like 2 or 3. I had to restart the game twice or 3 times before I thought, okay, wait.
Now
Even look up a guide online to kind of get myself started a little bit, but you get better at it.
Decades spent.
After okay, right. Braslov.
But thank you guys for watching, and
I love you guys even.
the show might go on a little bit of a hiatus depending on how busy I am with school, because it was a school project, and I am kind of done with the school project. This is gonna be towards the end of the school project. My submission date is on the 30th of March, I think.
Submission date.
So thank you for joining. Thank you for supporting. Thank you for commenting, liking, subscribing.
Thank you for having me as well, by the way.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you everyone who joined either on Discord or in real life. And we'll see when the next episode comes out. So thank you guys for joining. See you to be determined.
See you next time.
See you next time.